Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we're diving into the world of rental investing. If you've ever thought about getting into real estate, then this video is for you. I'm going to walk you through the pros and cons of what they so-called PASALO in this rental apartment business. Let's dive in. Ready flat rental business. Throughout my experience of 4 years of doing this business, I have encountered a lot of challenges along the way, but the main factor for me was I was doing everything by scratch. I bootstrapped all my business from zero to what I have right now. One of the reasons is because I want everything to be personalized. And that time, there is no ready business for this kind of rental. The word PASALO has evolved during COVID. A lot of business owners have been selling their apartments on a lower cost because they were afraid to lose on the business. It's either they will go back to their country, and that's how this term actually evolved in UAE. Now I'll be explaining the actual advantages if you'll be getting a rental ready apartment time, which is losing your cash flow by that time that you already give out your money. A flat rental business that has tenants already and partitions and appliances are really like a lot of less work. Tenants are there, so means to say there will be less marketing work for you. There's a lot of competition right now in the market, and enable for you to fill in your rooms, you need to be really unique on your strategy, how you will be able to get those people to select you. Less headache for finding the ones that makes the partition. When I started my business, this is the first thing or first problem that I have encountered. Some people will just get the deposit, do half of the work, and then leaves you. And that still happen now. So this is somehow an actual less problem if you already get an ready apartment. It's going to be less work for the business owner if you wanted to start it. You got a 40,000, you pay to that person, and you will be talking about how it's going to be the rest of the payment, the next rental will be your next collection. So that's how you would just continue, and the person will just give you the billing account numbers, DEWA, and all those account numbers that you just have to pay once the actual transfer has been done. For this choice, it actually depends on to you how much money you have on your hand right now. For this option, I suggested to some people who wanted to get really quick cash because it's easy to start. You just have to find the person, and you just have to continue what he's doing. For some person, they wanted to have this option because it's a ready business. They don't know anything about rental apartments, and just selecting the people and finding tenants is really hard work and struggle somehow because it's not easy to find a really good tenants. I could say that it's actually a good choice if you found a really good apartment and a good owner that will be completely black and white with you. Most agents will find you a ready rental apartment, but a lot of lies are hidden in between. If you are the person who wanted to do everything starts from zero, then I would advise to get a mentor. I mean, if I am in that position back then, I would have get someone that would actually going to teach me A to Z to avoid a lot of mistakes when I was starting. Disadvantages. Back 2 years ago, I had invested into one of the ready apartment business for the first time. I did this is because to help someone on her financial difficulty. What I didn't know is the tenants are really a problem. So how I resolved this? First, I actually removed the tenants because for me as an owner, we have rules on our apartment. So we don't have party and we don't allow drinking and smoking and all these stuff. So even for Filipino flats. But this apartment, what I didn't know was she was having these tenants when I actually got the apartment. So There's a lot of disadvantages when getting this type of apartment. First is lot of hidden lies in between. Like I have said, agents normally will just find an owner that are actually selling an apartment, and then they will lead you to that person. What you didn't know is what is happening over to that apartment. It could be that apartment has debts to the owner. It could be have some huge dewa cost. Could be have lots of undergoing issue that the agent will not be completely be honest with you. At the end of the day, they will be only looking for their commission. There was one instance that a friend told me that a person bought an apartment for 75,000. So imagine 75,000 dirhams. This is a Filipina who actually put money down, and what she didn't know is the owner will not agree onto the rental price amount. The end up was the buyer loses her investment. So this is really crucial. You have to meet the person, you have to meet the owner. If you can go to the real estate and talk to them, if this is going to be allowed for me to transfer the ownership to me, then do that. Don't rely on agent's word, because 80% it's not real. It's going to be always after commission. Very rare that you will find someone that's really trusted and going to be trusted and worthy for your money. In Dubai, there's a lot of scams, so you just have to be careful who you are dealing with. The next, owner can lie to the tenants about how they're making the payments. So your cash flow on this apartment relies on how good your tenants are. I discussed on my previous videos that your tenants are your cash flow. So most owners will not tell you that one tenant has an overdue of 3 months. Automatically, if you're going to get this apartment, those people will be under you. So this is how they're going to pay you. It's not easy, and some tenants really have this, rude attitude that for you will not be able to stand off. And maybe the previous owner will just not tell you about. So that is one of the disadvantages that I can consider. Lastly will be non-quality appliances. When you get a ready apartment, you don't know how long this apartment has been going. It could be for 2 years, could be for 3 years, but you didn't know the quality of the appliances that the person bought. So automatically, what's going to happen is when you get these apartments, you're going to end up on fixing those appliances, and that's going to cost you as well an extra cash, which the owner will not tell you about. We all have risk level. Find that line, how much you can lose when you're actually starting a business. An investment always comes with risk. One thing that's only sure is the research that you were doing before actually taking the first step. And somehow by doing that, you minimize the risk, and which is actually important. Thank you guys. So I hope this video actually helps you somehow to think about if you're going to be taking a ready rental apartment. There's a lot of Facebook groups where you can actually find them, and there's a lot of agents who tells you we have an apartment. So just be careful who you're dealing with, and if you're really going to buy a ready apartment, talk to the owner, research about everything, ask them a lot of questions, know their tenants. In that way, you will not end up on a losing side. So thank you guys for watching. If you find the video valuable for you, please don't forget to click like and subscribe for more valuable content that I'll be posting next time. Thank you and goodbye.